I'm recently involved in the relations between my university, Politecnico di Torino, and China. We actually have a campus in Shanghai at Tongji University. And there we organize courses. And the interesting thing is that by visiting also many universities in China and getting in contact with many industries, Italian industries in China, European industries in China, and Chinese industries operating in Europe, I've seen really a very big interest for joint programs, integrated programs, student exchanges. In general, there is a major interest for bicultural graduates. Companies are not interested only in technicians or managers that know their technical issues, but also that know the two cultures. And industries are obviously interested for all the reasons we said before. Sourcing is not anymore just using labor, is more. Companies want to have local managers. They don't want to use their European managers in China. And companies don't want just to produce in China or in Asia. They want also to market their products there. So they need to know the market, to know how to sell the products, and to know how to customize the products. So they need also their whole design and research to be moved towards Asia. And governments are interested. Governments are interested, I guess, mainly because industries are interested. Our campus in China, which is part of the so-called Sino-Italian campus, is financed by the two governments, by the Italian and the Chinese government. And in this campus, we have engineering part, which is carried out by Politecnico di Torino, Politecnico of Milano, and Tongji University. And we have a business and management part, which is carried out by Fudan University, Lewis University, and Bocconi University. And all of these projects, which goes under the name of Sino-Italian Campus, was financed by the Ministry of Education of China and the Ministry of Education of Italy, to show the interest of the government.
How many Chinese students do you have at the Polytechnic of Torino?
Yes, in fact, this is a really integrated campus that we have there. There we have this year we will have about 250 students, most of them Chinese and a smaller number of Italian students. But in Italy, at Politecnico di Torino, we have more than 450 Chinese students. And the number is growing. And the industry and the interest by companies in those students is growing a lot. And this shows also the interest by Chinese students in these joint programs. And the interest is, I think, twofold. One is because they have a value added by taking one of these joint programs, because they get an education which is different from the one they would get just in China, and they learn about the culture of the other country. But it's also an additional opportunity for them to study when they come and study in Italy, because access to university in China is limited. So they get a further opportunity. And finally, I see a major interest by universities, by Italian universities and by Chinese universities. I would say the interest by Italian universities mainly because the student population in Italy, and I would say in Europe in general, is shrinking. So by having access to this huge population in Asian country is a good chance of increasing or at least keeping the total number of students. But there is also a lot of interest by Chinese universities to have joint degrees or student exchanges with European universities, because this provides them with an additional offer, something additional they can offer to students, which is a slightly different education. Obviously, our educational system is a bit different from the Chinese educational systems. Our professors teach a bit differently. But also, thanks to the Bologna process, having a joint degree with any university in Europe means opening up Europe as a place where to continue studies. If a student gets a bachelor degree from any university in Europe, then he can continue his master's and his PhD in Europe. So this is a very important opportunity that universities can offer to their students and have some added value with respect to other universities in China. So there is also a major interest by Chinese university. And my experience is with Italy, but as I visit universities, I see that Italy is definitely not the first one there. Actually, we are quite late. Germany has a major presence there. There are many, many joint and integrated degrees with German universities. France and the United States are also moving very fast towards creating joint degrees.
Better in the future. Thank you.
Thanks.